So I know this is a very difficult time for yourself, your family, a lot of your employees. So thank you again for making time to speak to us. I do want to ask you, emotionally, how are you doing? How are your employees doing? And also, how is this Hamas attack impacting your operations?
Sure. So personally, it's just hard. It's hard seeing those images, videos. I don't think a normal human being can even process it. Obviously, the attack was a surprise attack. The casualty is just going up. Just let's understand the magnitude. We are 7-8 million in population, and the attack was over 1,000 people right now, as they saying. Just understand that almost every WalkMe employee knows someone personally that got hurt, kidnapped, or murdered. So it's the most difficult time that I experienced, and I've been in the Lebanon war, and it's just hard.
Yeah,
Now,
well, Dan, I can only imagine. And again, thank you for making the time to talk to us during what has to be a difficult time. As you mentioned, so many of your employees are impacted by all this. I do want to ask you again about operations. Obviously, you're a multinational company. You do have offices here in the U.S. as well as in Israel. But are our operations, are they being impacted negatively by everything that's going on?
I would tell you that actually the opposite. We have 1,000 employees, over 1,000 employees worldwide, over 500 in the US, 400 in Tel Aviv. And Hamas want to obviously hit us and hit our economy as well. Our team doing phenomenal job. They're all recruited together, and they're working as hard as they can to win that mission. And obviously, we're hosting the cloud. Our servers are in the US, and we're just working in shifts. People working from home. Some people drafted to the army, and some people just can't work emotionally. But I wrote to the company yesterday. I saw the worst of humanity and the most amazing in humanity in the past 24 hours. And to see how everybody is working together, collaborating, we're gonna prevail. And it's just amazing to see. And it's just sad. It's just sad.
All right, certainly an emotional time. And Dan, you actually put out a very emotional LinkedIn post where people can read a lot more about your thoughts about the situation. I do want to talk to you about the business impact of what's going on in Israel and the business impact of the Hamas attacks. Your stock, it did close lower yesterday, significantly lower than the broader market. I'm looking at just a list of some other Israeli-based companies, including SolarEdge, Checkpoint, Teva Pharmaceuticals, all falling lower, clearly on investor concerns about what's going on there. What would you say to investors about the conflict and the long-term impact on your business?
So obviously, every time there is a crisis, people are taking a measure of checks and balances, and usually you see the drop. And yes, most of tech Israeli companies got a greater decline than the rest. On the longer term, we're going to be much stronger. Look, we are innovative. Obviously, most of our customers are not in Israel or in the US and Europe. So the real impact is non-exist, obviously, but obviously the perception is there. Israel is a strong country, strong nation, and I don't think it will affect us whatsoever. Having said that, I do think that there is a lot of work that we need to do to talk with investors, explaining them what's going on, be transparent with the situation. We have obviously a business continuity plan for whatever will happen here. We have a strong team in the US, we have a strong team in Europe, Japan, Australia, and most of the Israeli companies operate the same way. Obviously, we're using cloud, so nothing is actually hosted here in Israel. So I don't foresee any real impact, just big morale issues, I would say, right now, making sure the employees can just pick their head up and continue to work as they usually worked. And that's, I think, a mission for every CEO in Israeli tech, lead by example. And it's just a challenging time, and we'll overcome it.